We just came back from the walk and we have dog training today, so I'm gonna get ready. And I usually do my makeup, do my skincare first, and then do my makeup before the dog training because I like to do my errands right after I come back from dog training because Barbie is so tired that she's so calm and she can't be left alone at home, so I don't want to waste the time. She's tired and she wants to sleep for makeup, so I do my makeup before I go to dog training. And I thought I could talk in this video about what it's like having a big dog in an apartment, because I remember when I was just talking to the breeder and didn't even know if she will be born even. I was researching videos and researching forums and looking on TikTok, on YouTube, if any people who have German Shepherds talked about their experience of having such a big dog in an apartment, and I didn't find anything really, which was weird because German Shepherds are such a popular breed and I'm sure a lot of people keep them in apartments, and I see them being kept in apartments because like all the funny videos on TikTok and a lot of training videos on YouTube, people live in apartments, but they just don't talk about the aspect of having such a big dog in an apartment and even having a dog in a small apartment, because some people have like 3-bedroom apartments and maybe that's a little bit easier. But I want to talk about, and if you're thinking about getting a German Shepherd and you're questioning your decision or your wish, and or you think that your dream is not possible because you live in an apartment and you think you have to save up for a house, or that you will never be able to have such a big dog in your life because you won't have money to have a house, I'm here to tell you that it's so possible to raise a German Shepherd in an apartment. It's completely possible. It's not even a question. My breeder said a thing that inspired me so much and calmed me down so much. She said, don't put your values on dogs. People's and dogs' values are so different. If we as people value a lot of land, for example, you have a house, you value a lot of land that belongs to the property, dogs don't. For dogs, the most valuable thing is the 1 square meter beside your leg. That's what they value. It's the most important thing. They don't need acres and acres of land. If you know what dogs eat from the ground, you wouldn't eat that from the ground, but they love it, they like it, but you don't. So that proves that our values are so different, so really don't need to compare. So it's okay to not have a house, but there are some things that you should do to make your dog's life happy in an apartment, and also in a house too, with a lot of land, or even not a lot of land. So the first thing I want to talk about is a crate. This was also the first thing our breeder taught us, because she did a crash course on how to raise a German Shepherd even before we got it from her. So a crate. As I mentioned, for dogs, they don't need a lot of land, and actually small spaces calm them down. I don't know if you ever noticed that dogs like to go under tables, under chairs, like under something, and cram themselves into a small space. I think it's the best tool I have. I also was of the opinion that crates are kind of cruel. You close up the dog, but actually it's a really great tool, and of course at first they don't really like it, but they learn that it's a safe space where they can come down and where they can be reached by the rest of the world, and they actually quite enjoy it later. A crate solves a lot of problems. It saves a safety problem. You always know where the dog is. It's safe in a sense that when you leave them at home alone, you know that they're not chewing on cords or anything. Also, it helps with potty training. It's a tool for them to calm down if they get feisty or anything, but you never want to use it as a punishment. So if you want, I could make a separate video talking just about crate training, how I crate trained my dog, and how all that process was, and how I did all that. And now the crate, I don't really close my dog in the crate that often, but she just goes there by herself because it's her bed. It's her safe space. So don't be afraid of the crate. I know some people don't like crating their dogs, and not all dogs respond great to the crate, but it's a great tool and it really was great for me. So that's why I'm telling you about it also, because that's what made having a German Shepherd in an apartment so easy. Also, I really like my breeder because she's also of the same opinion that having a German Shepherd in an apartment is not a problem at all. She said that when she wasn't a breeder yet, she had 2 German Shepherds and she was living in an apartment, and it also really calmed me down because I didn't really find any videos or posts about people talking about how it's like to have a German Shepherd in an apartment. It was so nice to have that experience from the actual breeder. Now I'm here to tell the tale, and I'm here to calm down some person who's planning to have a German Shepherd, has an apartment, and has these doubts and concerns. I really get that, and I also thought maybe I'm just delusional and really shouldn't have a dog of that size in an apartment. Actually, when I got my puppy, I was still living in a studio apartment. It was like 20 square meters. It was so small. It just was a room with a couch and a kitchen. It was so small, and I lived there until she was 6 months old. So she did get quite big, and we managed, and I don't even feel a difference now that I'm in a bigger apartment, that it's less complicated or something to have a bigger dog in a bigger apartment, because her space is her crate, and if you can fit a crate in your home, then you can have a dog. I don't know for other breeds, I'm actually only speaking specifically for German Shepherds, but also on the other side, if you have a dog and you want to give them a lot of space in your home, what is the reason for such a big space? Because dogs don't need big spaces to feel good. So do you want a big space because you want them to have where to play, where to run around? But do you want your dog to run around in your home? I always thought like that. I don't want my dog to run around in my home. I want it to be calm. And to be calm, you don't need a lot of space. Because at home, you just sleep and you just sit around, and the magic happens outside. When you live in an apartment, the very important thing is to get your dog outside and get their energy out. Get their physical energy out and get their mental energy out. A lot of the times, I hear stories and I hear other people's opinions, and I actually agree about that people in apartments put more effort into tiring their dogs physically and mentally because they just don't have another choice. While people who live in houses, they think that they can just let their dog run around in the yard and it's enough for them, and they get upset because the dogs would start digging holes and start barking at everything because they're just so bored. So you have to work with your dog. If you have a dog, you don't want it to be playing alone, you don't want it to be running around alone, you want to be doing things with the dog. So it doesn't really matter if you live in an apartment or a house, because you will still have to do the same. You will still have to walk your dog, train your dog, and you don't want to be doing all of that inside your home. You want to be doing that in other places. Also, training your dog in other places other than your home is very beneficial, because the dog gets used to listening to you in various places. Because if you train the dog in your home, it will listen to you only in your home. But if you train your dog in various places, it will realize that it has to listen to you no matter where you are. Also, I'm a really big believer in dog training. Even before I got a dog, I always knew that I would take it to a dog school. So I really believe that you should train your dog no matter what the breed is. I don't think you need to necessarily go to dog school or hire a professional. There are a lot of free resources online, but I think it's just easier because every dog is different and the trainer is a professional, so they will give you personalized advice that's custom for your dog. And you don't even need to go to lessons necessarily. You can just have a few personal sessions and identify the problems and learn a few things from the breeder and just continue doing the same things yourself. Because I know having a dog can be expensive, so this is an expense that you can minimize. It's not really necessary, but I really find the dog training very valuable, especially because I'm going to group dog training. So my puppy's problems is that she's really reactive to other dogs. No surprise, there are a lot of German Shepherds are reactive to other dogs, and she's not an exception. The great thing about the dog training lessons is that there are other dogs, and a puppy has to learn to concentrate and has to learn to ignore the dogs and concentrate only on me. And the lesson is a whole hour, so, and I have 2 lessons a week, so 2 hours in a week. She is in a close proximity with a lot of other dogs, and it just helps her to get desensitized by being around dogs. And this morning when we went on a walk, we had to pass through another dog, and I think it was a blue heeler, so that's a crazy dog. And before dog training, I don't give my dog treats, so I couldn't distract her, and I couldn't really go to the other side of the street because there were bushes that I couldn't go past through, so I just had to keep her by my side and just pass a person with a dog. And I was just talking with her and just asking her to heel, and she went past by really well. Of course, she wanted to go to that dog and she was watching it really intently, but she didn't bark, she didn't growl, she didn't nothing. She was by my side and we just pass the dog. So that's a lot of progress, because when she was little, she would see a dog in the distance in the horizon, and she would just start barking and just launching on that dog. And it was okay at first. I know it was a problem, it was not that big of a problem when she was weighing 5 kilograms, but now she weighs close to 30 kilograms, so I don't need her launching on other dogs. And as she grew older, she got calmer and calmer, and I needed to pull her less and less. So going to dog school really teaches you not only things how to sit and not bark on dogs, but also it deepens your connection. She always whines when I talk. I think she just wants attention, so she always whines when I start filming, because I don't think she likes me talking to myself and not her. I need to finish doing my makeup, but I hope I helped someone. And if you want a dog, get a dog. Please get a dog. It's the best thing. And don't worry about living in an apartment, especially if you want a German Shepherd. It's so doable. It's very doable. And if I think of any other things that made having a German Shepherd in an apartment easier later, that I will share. But now I need to start getting ready to go outside and go to the dog training. In honor of Barbie, my puppy, I will be adding the Zara Barbie perfume today. I'm putting on the same jumper the same zip-up jumper I always do, so it's nothing new. Maybe the jeans are different this time, but it's nothing new. It's nothing interesting, but I'll show you anyway. I just wanted to show you how disciplined she is. I was preparing food for her to take to the dog training, and I forgot. I left it on the ground, and she's just laying there. She's not even eating it. How disciplined this dog is. What a good girl. She's just like, how did I got so lucky? How did I got so lucky? While I was going outside, I remember another thing. So while I'm driving, I'm gonna tell you about it. So I thought that a really convenient thing is to think about your home boundaries before you get a dog. For example, I thought that I would probably not let my dog on furniture, and I would probably not sleep with my dog. So I think that's important to think about before, because you don't want to confuse the dog. You don't want to let the dog on the furniture and then decide that maybe I don't want them on the furniture, and then it's a lot more harder to make them not go on the furniture once they learn to go on the furniture. I taught my puppy not to jump on the couch from the start, and now when I leave her home alone, even when she's not closed in the crate and not even closed in a room, she will just lay on the ground. She doesn't even think of jumping on the sofa because she just doesn't have a habit of it, and she just doesn't consider it an option. Also, these are the things that are really just more dog training than anything. I don't know if it's more related to life in an apartment or dog training, but if you want a separate video on dog training and how I train my dog and what I learned in the dog training lessons, or what I do to tire out my puppy, I also can do that. I'm really not an expert at all, but I learned so much in the 8 months that I have my dog, so I want to share it with other people, because really having a dog is such a great feeling. Like, I'm gonna choke up even talking about it, because I really love my dog, having a dog, and I wanted it for so long, and I finally have it, and it's a dream come true, and everything just going so well, so I want that for other people. This is my desk right now. It's all the things I need to save a nail, because almost all of my dog training sessions end with me breaking or cracking a nail. This time I cracked my nail. My nails are very thin, so they break off easily. And I'm using the teabag method. If you don't know the teabag method, it's really good, and if your nails crack a lot, they're a true nail saver. You can keep your nail even if it's cracked. It's amazing. Also, I really want to give Barbie credit for being such a good girl this dog training session, because she was so obedient. She listened so well. She didn't attack other dogs, and there were a lot of dogs, and there were a lot of new dogs, but she was so good. It was honestly the best training session we have ever had since the end of February. This is how long we have been going to this dog school, to different lessons, and this was the best of the best. So I'm leaving my puppy. She's tired, and she's not gonna be closed in a crate. I'm gonna see how she does alone outside the crate. And this is the outfit I'm wearing. You might have seen this outfit in my outfits of the week video. I don't know if I published that one first or this one first, but regardless, if you watch both of these videos, this outfit will repeat, because I'm filming my outfits of the week this week, and also I'm filming this weekend vlog this week as well. So I wanted something comfortable, because I have to go to 3 places to pick up 3 different packages from 3 different places. And to one place I will go by foot, to second place I will go by bus, and to third place I will go with my car. So there's a lot of moving around. That's why I chose something cozy and comfortable, but still cute and girly, and that's true to my style. When I pick up all the packages, I will show them to you. But also before I come back home with all the packages, I also have to go to the grocery store. So a grocery store haul also awaits. I'm finally back home, and it took almost 3 hours to go everywhere, to do everything. I'm so tired, and it's so hot outside, and it's even hotter in the car. And I'm so glad I'm home because it's so cool here. And this is all I bought, and I will show you the things. I don't know if you can call this a grocery haul. I was in a grocery store and I bought everything in a grocery store, but most of these things are cleaning things, and randomly everything was on a discount. Like, I needed random things like dental floss, and it was on sale. How random is that? I ran out of it, I needed to buy it, I bought it, and it was on sale. So I bought 2. Talking about teeth, I also needed toothbrushes. They were also on sale. I use Sensodyne toothpaste, so I bought Sensodyne toothbrushes. They were soft. There was a sale on cleaning things, so some things I bought because I needed them, some things I bought because they were on sale. For example, this laundry detergent was on sale. I didn't need it, laundry detergent, but it was like 50% off, and they're expensive kind of, so I couldn't pass a discount. And then I needed this liquid, which is called mole in Lithuanian. It's just a liquid you pour into the sink or in the bathtub, and it cleans the pipes. There's some mold on the grout, that's why I bought this cleaner for between the tiles in the bathroom. I bought this cleaner, which is called the pink stuff, and I bought it for the first time because it was pink and I thought it was funny, but it's actually really good. From the same brand, the pink stuff, I bought this sponge. And a couple of my jeans have stains on them that didn't wash off with a normal laundry detergent, so I bought this Vanish detergent for stubborn dirt. I bought some food too. I bought these fish fingers. Like, there was a discount, a deal to buy 2 and pay less than you would for 2. I needed tomato sauce, so there was a discount on them too, so I bought 2. I also needed trash bags, and guess what? They were on discount, so I bought 2 of the bigger ones and 1 of the smaller ones. I wanted some chocolate, so I bought this mocha chocolate that is bubbly, one with coconut and one with cappuccino flavor. And you guessed it, it was on sale too. I wanted a sandwich just to eat immediately because I don't want to cook and I don't want to wait, and I'm really hungry because I haven't eaten today anything except for 3 biscuits, and this was one on sale. That's why I bought it. And these are dumplings with ricotta, mozzarella and spinach. I bought them because they were on discount. I didn't really need them, but they were on discount, so I thought might as well try it. And I bought sour cream to go with it. And from that grocery store I also bought these slippers. They're so soft. They're pink and they have a little bit of a white inside. I don't mind if it's white or pink, but they're so soft and they're so squishy, and they only cost €10, and I couldn't pass by them, so that's why I bought them. Funnily enough, the slippers were not on sale. And that was all I got in the grocery store, but also before going into the grocery store, I went into the pharmacy and bought myself iron and B12. And before going to the grocery store, I also went into the drugstore because I needed a pink nail polish. If you can't believe it, maybe it actually makes sense that I don't have the pink nail polish because I use it so often that I ran out. I got this, I think, Catrice, yeah. Catrice pink nail polish because I have some pink rhinestones, some bling bling, and I wanted to use them for my nail art. I also have been using the L'Oreal Elusive Growth Booster. It's a serum for your scalp. I think it's my third or fourth bottle. I don't know if it really works. I can't tell the difference. It definitely doesn't help with the hair loss. When I was using the Kerastase scalp serum, I definitely felt that it made my hair fall out less, but I don't feel the same difference with this one. I bought it because it was on sale. I want to give it another chance, but if I don't see a difference after this one, I don't think I will repurchase it because it runs out really fast, and even with a discount it costs more than 10 euros, so I don't think it's really worth just for the experiment. And I bought a couple of sheet face masks. They're all Korean face masks. I never used any of them. These are the ones with tea tree, mango, and strawberry. I bought these because they probably will smell good, and I bought this one because it was a soothing formula. So I really enjoyed sheet masks the most of all of masks and actually all of skincare. I really want to get a skincare fridge. I saw one online and it had like a mirror outside. I really liked it and it was pink. I really wanted just to store all the sheet masks I have because I have quite a pile. So yeah, this is my haul. This is everything I bought, but this is not everything I brought home because I had a few packages to collect. So one of them was an SD card, a memory card. I'm investing in this channel, my little sweet strawberries. I bought an SD card specifically for these YouTube videos because my laptop is running out of space and my phone is running out of space. This one I picked up from a pickup terminal. I don't really know how you call it in English, but like it's a box where you put in the code and it opens the door and you can take your things. I ordered an outfit for the wedding that I'm going to from AliExpress and I'm so glad it came early. This is a shirt. As you can see, it's pink. It has a ruffle collar and these pretty buttons, and the ruffles come down half of the way, and the sleeves are also ruffled and with the pretty button. And I bought this because I wanted to put it on under a set I bought. I'll show you. This is the set. I really don't know what to wear for a wedding. This is my first wedding I'm attending of my friends, and all the videos on YouTube I watch, like hauls and everything, and they show a dress and say, oh, this would be nice for a wedding. But I realized that it's always summer dresses, and my friend's wedding is in September, so I can't really wear a summer dress. Even if it will be warm, it will be weird to wear a summer dress for an autumn wedding. So I bought this tweed looking set and I'm not sure if it's really appropriate, but it really looked pretty and I will wear it outside of this wedding, so at least it's dressy, right? And it's not white. So yeah, I wanted to put that shirt with the ruffle collar under this tweed jacket. I really hope the size is right because you never know. And it's a skirt set. Look at this. It looks really good. It looks kind of short. I think it's shorter than they said it would be, but it looks pretty nice and doesn't. It has shorts. I thought it doesn't have shorts. It has shorts. So nice. And let's compare the colors. I think it's a nice match of the shirt and the tweed. You will be seeing that outfit later, so look out for other vlogs. This is everything. It's a bit of a mess. I'll try to eat something and I'll chat to you probably later.
Red and navy for like the lazy days with the messy bun and slime. It smells so good. Okay, I am finally back in my room and I have returned with a new MacBook. I feel like a relaxing experience. I look like a freaking gremlin right now.
The dog is demanding a walk. and who am I to not listen? And I put on these pants because it's really hot outside, but I don't want to wear a skirt or shorts because by the time we will be returning back home, it's gonna be a bit colder, but I don't want to put on jeans because it's gonna be too hot right now. So I put on these pants, which I bought when I was in Seoul 2 years ago. I'm looking forward to this walk, to this warm walk, because my brain is fried after editing that video for so long. It's almost 8:30 and we returned a few minutes ago, and here's a tired puppy, and it's really getting dark outside. This reminds me that it's really autumn despite it being so hot outside. I'll try to edit a bit to finish up the video, and I realized that I filmed very long clips today, and I don't know how long they will be after I edit them, but I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you for watching this video, and look forward to tomorrow's video in a separate video, because tomorrow is an exciting day. We are going to a little bit of a car trip, just to enjoy the weather and just get out of the home and just be in a different environment. I've talked enough today, so I'm gonna stop now. Ciao!